I'm gonna put, hold on. The first one I'm gonna do is gonna be the little red ones up here. I'm gonna try to do this quickly. I might start it and then come back and show you guys what it looks like when I'm finished, because it's gonna take me a lot longer than 10-minute video to do it. But a little bit of spray gel up here, so you see that first section. I'm going to use this little red rod for the very, very first one, because this is a little bit shorter of hair in the front. Oh, what am I doing? Forgot my paper. Paper for the ends. I usually bifold it, so one time like a card, and then whatever the edge is, I'll fold it under, and then just hold it in place there. Roll it under, there, till you get to the top, and then voila. Another thing, I don't do my rods super tight. I know some people do. I don't, because I don't like the feeling of having super tight rods in my hair. I had a perm for a long time, and every time I did the rods, they were super, super tight, and I hate that feeling. So it may just be a bad memory. I don't know what it is, but I didn't like it. So yeah, I don't do them super tight. Also, these parts don't necessarily have to be perfect, because when you do your hair, the beginning one, the little square I did, I like that just so I don't have loose hairs all over the place. But these don't really have to be absolutely perfect, and the only reason I say that is because you're going to pull it apart anyway. Like when you go to take the curlers out, you're going to pull it apart anyway. So it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to redo this one. It's coming out. But for this one, I'm using a purple rod, which is a little bit bigger, if you guys can see that. And these I'm actually going to do the opposite direction. I keep forgetting papers. I'm so used to using foam rollers. Ooh, it's thundering here in Florida. Scared me a little bit. I'm so used to using foam rollers that I don't use papers, so that's why I keep forgetting to put them on here. Just roll that under there. Oh, I'm doing it the wrong way. I'm doing it the opposite way because I want the curls to face upwards, if that makes any sense. And I like to pull the hair a little bit tight while I'm rolling it, but not super tight, because I'm actually going to put a bigger roller here, because when it's super tight, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right on my hair anyway. It's just my opinion. So let me take another paper here and bifold it. And I'm not a cosmetologist. I don't have a license to do hair, anything like that. I have been doing hair for a long time. I grew up in a household where everyone did each other's hair all the time. My mom used to do our hair when we were little. So she's the one that introduced me mainly to doing hair. So that's where I get it from. And then just, you know, you do your friend's hair in high school and stuff like that. So, yeah. Sit back, sir. But I am looking to go to cosmetology school, so that I can become licensed to do hair. But yeah. Just comb that out a little bit. Like that. A little bit of gel. And I'm going to use a really big roller on the top part. The top of my hair is the longest part of my hair. So, oh, these papers are getting on my nerves. Okay. The top part of my hair is the longest part of my hair. So, anytime I use rollers or doing twist outs, I always do them I always do the top of my hair with bigger rollers than I do the sides and the back. Reason for this is because I like the top of my hair to stand up more so I guess than the sides. So that's why I'll use a bigger roller on the top. Kind of like a pompadour type of look, I guess you would say, or like a mohawk, but not a mohawk. I just like it to stand up a little bit more. So, and these are the longest parts of my hair, if you can see. These parts of my hair, I haven't measured them, but they're pretty long, so you can see that. I mean, from 3 months ago, they're pretty long anyway. So, just a little spray there. I'm using these papers, but I don't know how long these papers are going to last, because they're getting on my nerves. Okay. I feel like it's slowing me down, that's all. And if you have a young child, you'll understand that it's hard to take your time and do things because they require a lot of attention. And being a mom is not an easy task. I love being a mom. But as far as getting your hair done, it doesn't really happen too often. So I try to, every opportunity that I get to do it when I'm not tending to my son, I try to get it done. I comb my edges very softly because I don't want breakage. That's the oldest part of your hair, the ends, so I try to take care of them. I always get like extra conditioner, extra everything. So be careful with your ends, ladies. You don't want to break them off because you're yanking at it with a comb. And use a wide tooth comb if you can. Sometimes I can't find my wide tooth comb because my son loves it. He loves playing with it and throwing it around, banging it on the floor. So sometimes if you have to use a fine tooth, use it very, very softly, but I would suggest always, if you can, using a wide tooth comb. And that is a suggestion I got from my older sister, who has been natural for a long, long time. So the top is done, if you guys can see that. So I'm going to do the rest of my hair, and then I'll come back and show you guys what it looks like when all the curlers are in,